Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Colleen and I cover fitness related content. Today I thought I would change things up just a bit and talk about my recent diagnosis of MCAS, which is Mast Cell Activation Syndrome, and how I am navigating that and still staying active and doing the things I love. I like to do CrossFit, lift weights, and recently picked up running and then decided to train for a 10K. So being active is pretty much my whole life and I'm just not willing to give that up. So Mast Cell Activation Syndrome is basically when your body releases histamines and other chemicals when it shouldn't, and it causes a number of different symptoms. It also has a number of triggers, which include, like I said, exercise, unfortunately, for some people is a big trigger. Heat, stress, other environmental factors, and food. For me personally, I would rather eliminate foods to improve my symptoms than give up exercise, which I love, which of course I love food too, but I can give that up a little bit easier. But anyway, follow along if you want to see how I navigate all that, because it is fairly new to me, and still do the things that I love. Before we head out for the run, I do need to take care of a few things first. Number one being eat. I am one of those people that cannot do anything without eating first because I will get nauseous. At the same time, I don't want to have a really full stomach either. So here I'm just making some sourdough toast with a little bit of peanut butter, banana, and then topping it all off with honey. That'll give me my carbohydrates to fuel me for the run, along with some fats. I also need to get my lunch out of the freezer because if I don't take it out now, it'll never thaw in time. And here you see the meal prep that I have made for the week. Once this has cooled, I will put my portions in the freezer. And last but certainly not least, I need to make sure that I am hydrated, especially down here in this heat and humidity. So I do drink Element, which is an electrolyte replacement. And in there, I also throw in glutamine, which is good for gut health and recovery. And of course, my creatine, which I've been using for years. Once I get all that in there, I will mix this with about 20 to 24 ounces of water. I am here at Navarre Beach for my long run. I always do a long run on Sunday, and today is going to be a bit different. It's my 10-minute walk, run, warm up, followed by a 1.5-mile run, and then a magic half mile, they're calling it, which is just, as it sounds, a half mile, but trying to do it as consistently and as fast as I can. So let's see how we do. Okay, so it's kind of funny that I chose the beach to run today to do my video on how I'm dealing with MCAS, because today's run was an epic fail. I still have 0.12 miles left of the half mile, which was supposed to be a consistent run, no stopping, and I petered out after the first 1.5 miles. I actually thought that it was split up the 1.5 miles as one whole run, or set as they call it in the app, and then the second half mile would be separate, and that's not how they did it. So I got through the first mile thinking I was done with the 1.5 miles, and I wasn't. And I am absolutely struggling. I feel sick to my stomach. I am definitely overheated, so I've been just I took that last half mile that was supposed to be a run to walk back to my car, and that wasn't even a half a mile. So now I'm just kind of chilling in the shade with my drink. And I'm just gonna call today a loss, I guess. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Now that I have had time to take a shower, cool off in the air conditioning, and kind of think about it, I think it's a good thing that the run that I recorded today didn't go as planned. That's kind of the whole point of this, is to show you real life and not made up internet life. And things are not going to always go your way. You're not going to always have the best run, your best lift. You might fall off track with your meal plan, or have a day where you're not feeling good and you can't do anything. So anyway, if today's video resonated with you, or you're also juggling your own fitness or health related issues, then think about maybe subscribing and following along. And I hope that you got something out of today's video, and I'll see you in the next one.